Welcome back to the Blocks Retro Repair YouTube channel. Recently, I picked up this Kodak pageant film projector at auction for $20. Let's go over it and see what's going on with it. From what I can tell, I believe it's either a 1950s or a 1960s model. I don't 100% know. I wasn't sure on that. Didn't find an exact date. As you can see, it does have a little bit of damage. The chunk of wood under there is missing. That would have had the hinges for that. But it came with two pickup reels. It came with two brand new projector bulbs and a brand new sound reproducer lamp. So that's awesome. Let's pop this thing apart. We definitely have some lead paint here on the outside, so that'll be fun if I redo this thing. I don't know if I'm not sure what my plans are with this. I honestly bought it because I have some old films I want to watch. These are old films that some of them aren't archived anywhere, so I want to watch them and probably record them. They're nothing special, they're just educational videos, so it's not worth me spending the money to get them sent out to get scanned, but if I can play them and record them, at least that's something. So let's take a look. As you can see, Kodak Pageant. It's a model 8K5. We have our thread motor and lamp. We have a thread lamp outlet. We have our... Ooh, that's not mounted right. That doesn't feel good. But we have our speaker with a ton of speaker wire, our volume, our tune, and obviously the actual projector stuff. So let's set this thing up and see what happens. Honestly, it seems pretty simple to set up. Just spin that down there. Pull this up right there, and we're set up. I went ahead and got this thing plugged in. Turning it to thread doesn't seem to do anything. I'm not sure if it should. Turning the motor, obviously, that makes stuff work, and if we hit the rewind, it makes that work, so all of that stuff appears to be functioning. And then if we switch it to the lamp does come on. That creates a ton of heat. There's a fan that blows up over it, so that's good, but yeah, that's a ton of heat. But as you can see, it's at least functioning. So I guess let's throw a movie on this thing. Not sure if it's going to pick up on camera, but there's a bit of a crackle to the speaker when I have the volume up, so at least that the amp appears to be working. So I think, honestly, we should be able to put a movie in this thing and play it. Now, the whole reason I actually bought this is because in a previous auction lot, I got a total of 6 educational films that came from a college library in Frederick, Maryland, and some of these are backed up online, but most of them aren't, so I want to at least play them. And while they're nothing special enough for me to send somewhere and pay the money to get them scanned in, I think that'd be nice to have at least a recording of them playing. So let's see if we can get the Tragedy of the Commons playing. Okay, I think I have this set up correctly to actually play, so I guess... Oh, we're getting the speaker hum. Let's turn this on, turn that to sound, turn the lamp on, and... let's see. Holy shit, I didn't know they actually did that countdown thing, but, yeah, this is working. So I'm gonna turn it off now and go find a projector screen. And there we go. I think it's supposed to be a lot further away from the screen than I have it, because it's a little small, but as you can see, it plays beautifully. That looks absolutely phenomenal. So, it's a little more red on camera for some reason, but yeah, that looks great. You may have noticed in that last clip, it was showing a little line on the bottom edge there and showing a bit of a previous frame. This adjustment right here is what adjusts that, so after adjusting that a little bit, our picture is looking much nicer. For some reason, it appears that black is showing up as red. I'm not really sure what I want to do with this thing. I could fully restore it, I guess. I could replace the piece of wood that's missing. Some new hinges, I'm not sure what I'd do about that, but I could repaint it, remove all this lead paint, that is most definitely lead paint, and then, you know, make it fully restored. But honestly, is it worth it? Probably not. Do I care about it enough? Absolutely not. So it's probably just going to stay the way it is because it's functional. So I'll probably get some stuff and clean it up real nice, but we're fully restoring it. It's not really worth it for me, so I'm not going to do that. So I got this one on here. As you can see, we got Ravaged Lands. We're going to play through this movie and hopefully get it all filmed up, and then I can upload this to archive.org because I think that's probably going to be the safest place to upload it. And then if anyone wants to view an old educational movie from 1977, they can.
Strip mining is a tremendous national problem. There are valuable minerals and ores to be found in practically every part of America. And when these things are taken out of the ground by strip mining, unless strict is enforced immediately after the stripping occurs, the land is destroyed.
If all of the surface mined areas of this country were put together, you would see a strip a mile wide stretching from New York City to San Francisco.
Of course, this dumps staggering amounts of air pollution over the landscape.
Very curious what that does, though. It seems like a button, but it doesn't seem to do anything when I press it, even when it's on, so. Well, I figured out what that red button did. I was trying to figure out what it was. I had my hand underneath here and just got absolutely whammied by this kickstand. This thing comes out with a ton of force. That hurt, but at least I now know what that red button does. It puts out a kickstand. I wish I knew it had a kickstand. I had stuff piled onto the front to make it angle at the angle I wanted. I also got to figure out the camera setting that is making everything red instead of black. If I can't, I mean, I can always fix that in post. That's not too big of a deal. But if you like what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.